Hey, your prospecting results reflect your attitude. Stop and chew on that for a bit. That's right. The attitude you have about prospecting is absolutely going to determine your results. Let me unpack this for you, share with you some tips and ideas on this episode of The Sales. We're talking about your attitude and how it impacts your prospecting results. I've been saying this for years that your attitude going into a call will reflect the results you get coming out of it. Now, think about that for a moment. Your attitude going into a call reflects the results you get coming out. Now, I say this not only for prospecting, but for every type of sales call you make. It's amazing. You see, with the right attitude, we hear much better. With the right attitude, we feel better. With the right attitude, we ask better questions. You see, it's why I oftentimes will see two salespeople and they can be working almost the exact same list. And one has a great attitude and one doesn't. And it's amazing how the person with the great attitude gets much better results. It's not by luck. It's not by luck. You create the good fortune because of the attitude that you have. Now, here's the challenge. You say, Mark, how can I have a great attitude about prospecting? Because I'm calling people, I'm reaching out to people I really don't know. Why is this? Hey, here's the whole thing though. You got to stay focused on one thing. Don't get focused that, oh, what if they shoot me out? You're right, they could. Tomorrow I'm going to be on an airplane. It could crash. I don't think about that. I think about where I'm going and the benefits of why I'm getting on that plane. I'm going to be getting in my car in just a bit. I don't think about getting in an accident. I think about where I'm going with that. You see, your attitude is going to determine how you're feeling towards it. If I feel I'm going to get in my car, I'm going to have an accident, guess what? I'm actually going to really almost condition myself that I could be at risk. Now, I'm not saying to be cavalier. No, but what I'm saying is that your attitude, and my whole thing is this, my attitude about prospecting is I'm focused on one thing. I know that I can help the person I'm reaching out to. See, I'm making prospecting calls into my ICP, my ideal customer profile. These are the types of companies I know I can help. These are the type of customers I know I can help, the type of industry, whatever it might be. These are the type of people. You know who you're calling out to. And so you know you can help them. And when you know you can help them, it's amazing at how much better you're going to feel on that call. And when you feel better on that call, it's amazing at how much better you're going to listen. It's amazing how much more confident your voice is. Now, you're listening to me on this podcast. You probably listen to a lot of other podcasts, or hopefully from me. And I hope you catch my voice is very engaging because I have a great attitude about being able to help people, and it comes through in my tone of voice. So don't think for a moment that, well, I can have a bad attitude and still make calls because they just wind up going to voicemail. Let me tell you something. Your attitude comes through in your voicemail. It comes through. Your attitude comes through in how you write your emails. You just don't look at them right. You just don't look at them the same. Social media, everything. This is why it's absolutely important that what you do is you focus on one thing. And here's a little other technique that you do on this. I want you to take a piece of paper and I want you to draw a line down the middle of it. On the left-hand side, write down the names of 5 or 10 of your best customers. Just write them down. And on the right-hand side, write down not what you sold them, but how you helped them. Don't write down what you sold. Write down how you helped them. This is so key because now what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to sit there and say, wow, I absolutely made a difference. And when you look at that, it's amazing how it changes you. Now, one final piece on this in terms of what are your prospecting results, it reflect your attitude. You may say, Mark, I have a hard time making prospecting calls. Then what you do is you pick up the phone. I was working with the sales team just the other day on this. And they're like, hey, can't get it. I said, call one of your favorite customers. Call one of your favorite customers. And they're going to be thankful you called. They're going to tell you how much they appreciate you. Oh, guess what? You're going to start feeling good. And you're going to now have that great attitude. What have I done here? I have given you 3 very quick ideas, 3 very quick strategies to help you improve your attitude. Because I'll tell you what, your attitude is going to determine the results you get. Because, hey, like I said to start off the show with, it's very simple this. Your attitude going into a call will reflect the results you get coming out of it. Hey, this has been another episode of the Sales Hunter Podcast. I'm Mark Hunter, and I love bringing you these short episodes each week. And I also bring you a second episode, longer form, where it's a sales expert, where we kind of do a deep dive into a topic. My whole objective is really twofold: to influence and impact you, to help you be able to see and achieve what you didn't think was possible. Do me a favor, do your friends a favor, tell others about the podcast. Leave a review, would you? Subscribe to the podcast, because I'll tell you what, this podcast is growing. It's growing every month. Why? Because people like you find value in it. Hey, I'm Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter. Great selling.